Welcome back, everybody. We've respawned here, and today we're going to continue with episode 381 of our Dungeons & Dragons Space Shuttle Season 2 series here on the channel. Once again, if you guys want to interact with me or any of the other members of the Discord, take a peek at the Discord link in the description. While you're down in the description, take a peek at all the other social media links, including the 10% off W link. Helps me out, helps out the company, and it's a great thing to do. That being said, we are going to go ahead and just jump right back into things. But I do also want to apologize for the lack of episodes the last couple weeks. I've been sick, my daughter's been sick, wife has been sick. So it's just been a big sick fest for all of us. But we're slowly getting better, and I finally had the energy to actually record again. So we are here. So let's go ahead and, like I said, jump right back into things. We did complete the manual seeds, so let's do Emerald next. You definitely have the Emerald. Boom. That was quick, easy. Let's pop into here real quick. Alright, so we do also have the manual essence done. Claim that. Claim this. Pop the essence into here. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop the emerald seed just in the middle. Yeah, we're at 53. So once we get emerald, we'll toss it into here. Let's see, emerald, done. Aquamarine. That's another one that we can just complete. That's honestly a really good one to have too, because we've been going through a lot of aquamarine. Perfect. Alright, so we'll toss the emerald there. Aquamarine done. Uranium. We should probably turn a few of these into some blocks. Four. And honestly, refined obsidian. Alright, we're gonna need to make quite a bit of that. That I will do. There's my uranium seeds. Let's toss the uranium away. Aquamarine. Alright, and let's go make some more refined obsidian. So this, it's the master assembler. I think we put ours into the rolling machine, which osmium and refined obsidian dust. Doesn't look like we have any osmium essence. So we'll come over here, we'll toss the osmium and refined obsidian dust. The refined obsidian dust is made from the diamond and obsidian dust. Enrichment chamber. And just enrich a few diamonds. Wait, no, that will have to go into here. Really don't know how many I should enrich. This is going nicely as well. I do believe I added this little bit last episode, or at the end of last episode. This way we can like, dump a bunch of ore in here and just worry about it later on. I'll go for one more. And then we put that into the metallurgic infuser. Toss a bunch of that. Looks like that's going to, yep, take a bit. On the plus side, we do at least have it going, so this will be 2 blocks. Yep. Then we won't have to worry about this recipe anymore either, which is going to be perfect. One more. See, this is just going to give me another 6. Put me up to 8. We'll do that, and then let's head up top and see what we're doing for Essence, or how we're doing on Essence, and see if we can't complete any of those quests real quick. Just because we already have that, and that we could turn in. But we're essentially waiting on the uranium, aquamarine, and emerald essence to build up a bit. Toss those away. Alright, so here's the uranium. So we have about 18 of each. We need about 30 of each. We'll go ahead and give each of them a little bit of a hand by just going through a stack. aquamarine. And Don did want us to make some more sprinklers as well for this area so that everything will be covered by the sprinklers. I think that's a great idea, and we will probably start that probably after this episode, if not during this episode. Alright, perfect. There's our uranium, aquamarine, emerald. Perfect. I do have a little bit of this. I'm going to use it on the mandolin. Awesome. Alright, so we need a stack of mandolin. Make 11. That'll put me up to 20. Close. I say I do have a bunch of ardite and cobalt though. Which that reminds me. Okay, we don't have any ardite or cobalt. Which we probably should. Grab a stack of emeralds. Aquamarine. And uranium. Perfect. Alright, let's open up these loot bags. Oh, we got some fractum. Alright. Okay, so we have 39 dust. Let's go ahead and just toss that into there. And I will grab a stack of each of this. Go ahead and just toss that into there. Just staying full of lava. Just wanted to make sure. Right, there's our stack of mandolin. check that one off. It does give us a legendary bag with Tyson's Fist, which is sharpness and knockback. There's a bunch. What I'll do is go ahead and turn 2 more of this into blocks. I'm gonna let that finish up. Alright. Refined obsidian seeds. Good one to have. I'm gonna just grab a good amount of essence. Toss that one right in the middle. And just kind of start going to town with this fertilized essence. So this here will essentially complete all of the tier 5 quest for seeds. And then after that, we just essentially have to go through and like complete all of the other ones on our own, which will probably start with like the lowest tier and just get all of those ones, move up to the next tier, and so on and so forth. This way we can just have all of the different resources available to us. Then we won't have to worry too much about, you know, going to the mines or anything like that anymore. There will be some things we still have to go mining for, or, you know, we'll have our void ore miner and the deep dark and, you know, all of the different dimensions that we have different quarries. Like, I know we have our builder there, we still need to do something with that. We're on our last stack. Let's go ahead and get this finished up. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like we just need 5. Puts me up to 37. See, they gave me a few more. Yeah, it's one that we need a stack for. So we're up to 42. 45. 54. We could use mana steel. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to check. Alright, do we have... It doesn't look like we have mana steel essence. He did say we might have some of that. That's probably one that we'll end up making as well. Alright, so for now, we'll just toss the mana steel into there. am gonna go ahead and go through. Perfect. Puts us up to 60, 63. There's over a stack. Alright, and all that's left is the Supremium Furnace, but that does take some more Iridium, and I really don't feel like getting into that, plus the Majestic components, and those take 2 Majestic ingots per, and we're up to 1 right now. So... that is quite refreshing though. Okay, so he wants us to deal with this, and I think I will start working on that now. So let's grab some cells. All of those. Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more sprinklers. Oh shoot. We're gonna just cut up about half a stack of that. It is sunset. We're gonna go ahead and sleep, and then I will look into those sprinklers real quick. Wrong spot. Q. Perfect. Just to keep it lit up down here, I will. Something like that. So I will grab just a couple. And let's see. Try to place these in the corners. Something like that. We'll go ahead and toss our emerald seed back here. Oh, we have such a big open spot now. Grab our 7 sprinklers. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up there. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Next episode, we will go ahead and start with the sprinklers themselves, and then we will probably head into some more of the actual seeds. And like I said, we'll be starting on the earlier tiers and just kind of working our way up. But with that, hope you guys have a great day. I will see you in the next one. See ya.